Do you like games that you probably have not heard of, especially if you don't play RPGs, especially games from Konami, one of the best publishers out there? Then you're going to be in for a treat because today we're going to be playing a game you might not have heard of. Certainly a little rarer RPG, not too much, but so come and join me as I play Suikoden or Suikoden. I don't know how you pronounce it, and I'm going to call it Suikoden because I think that's the proper way of talking about saying it, but I'm not really sure. So this game is rather old. It was made on the PlayStation 1, and I remember picking it up with my dad. Oh god, I was, a young teenager, I guess, and he was divorced from my mom, and I would go over there every other weekend, and every once in a while we would get a newer game to play. And this one, we were at something like, Walmart or like a Target or even like a Myers, even really. Nothing like really, it wasn't like a game-oriented store, like, GameStop or something like that. So we went there and I saw this game, and I remember the cover. It was pretty generic. It had like a castle in front of it with like a few really poorly drawn characters on it, and it was pretty stock. It was pretty weird, but I remember reading the back, and it talks about there's over 108. Well, there's 108 characters you can recruit in this game, so it has a lot of people that you can get. You have an upgradable castle that you can get. There are a bunch of different weapons that you can upgrade for each person. Pretty cool magic system, which they expanded a lot better in the later series. So I really like this game. I think you will too. So let's play some Suikoden. And yeah, here's your main menu. Let's see, 1995, 1996. So, God, about 16 years. Yeah, I would have been about, 10 when it came out? 10, 11? Jeez. Alright, so we are going to do a new game. And our person who's spinning in the top left, about ready to puke, that's our main character. And I'm going to name him after his official name of Tyr. Oops, I don't want a capital I. What am I doing? We'll call him Retarded Tyr. Yes, that is his official name, I believe, from like the canon of the story that they've given, and some dude on a camel with a cat. That's cool. And as I remember this game when we got it, and so here we are, and it's not terribly hard, but it's pretty. I'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna go over this first. This is your menu screen. It's pretty basic RPG. You have your items with your equipment. Your strength is like your status screen with all your stats and shows your weapon and its level, which we'll talk about more. Rune is your magic for the game, which we're not going to bother with that now. It's not that complicated. Formation as well. You change your formation because you can have 6 characters in the battle. Equipment's pretty standard, and your setup. Well, I'm going to change this to OPAC because I don't know, I like that. But it's pretty standard. And that 1500 is your money, which is, I believe, called bits in the series. So let's talk to this guy here. His name's Tio. I'm apparently here with an audience with somebody. And yes, I'm going to feign ignorance in this game. I'm not going to spoil anything, or at least try not to. And apparently we're meeting with the Emperor. Oh, he must be a pretty nice guy. Why is he meeting with a peasant like me? Well, apparently I'm a master, but I don't know, my guy does kind of look pretty ragged. He has a green bandana and, yellow pants and, ugh. Oh, we have the same last name. He must be my dad, and he's a general. Oh, that's nice. So that's why I'm getting in good with the Emperor, our dad. So, like many RPGs, I'm not going to show every single random battle. If it's quick and easy, I'll show it, but I'll edit out battles I've already done. I've shown you enemies. Barbarossa is the name of the Emperor, and talk about the War of Succession. Apparently they succeeded somebody. Yeah, those are really impressive words. Hey, it's windy. Apparently he's gonna have to go north to protect the border. Now, all these games, the first 5 at least in the series, carry a overarching story. You see that city-state they talk about of Justin? Well, In the second game, it takes place there 2 years after this game. So, if you've played them, you'll see some familiar faces. And in the third game, which is, I've only actually played the first 3. In the third game, there is a pretty big revelation on like one of the characters. I will not spoil anything about that because that's actually like really big spoiler. And that when I remember playing that, seeing that, that was definitely quite a shock. Thanks. Yeah, we're pretty impressive, I guess. So, do we want to help the Emperor? Oh, well, we could be nice, or we could be the typical whiny person, and I don't want to, so yes. I like the music, and it's got that grand orchestra going on. So this game, like I was saying when I first played it, random battles, not too hard. Some of the bosses, if you didn't know what you were doing, you weren't prepared, you could be in some trouble. I haven't played this in a while, but I shouldn't have too much of a trouble. And I do plan on going for every single character that you can recruit in this game. In this one, there are, how should I say it? There are periods of time when you can't recruit people, and if you miss it, there are times, well, you can't get everybody then. They're permanently missable. So I'm gonna use a guide to at least tell me when everybody's available. So let's talk to somebody. So that way, hopefully, I can get the best ending in the game. There are different endings based on stuff, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so Lady Wendy resembles a Lady Claudia. I'm sure that's no big deal. Nope. Let's talk to this guy over here. And his name is Kazim. You can tell he's important because he has a portrait. Yep, yeah, I'm sure he's embarrassing you. It's alright, oops. Let's get heading on here. And see those stairs over there in the top right corner? Yeah, remember those for, well, let's just say a little bit later. And Craze, we're going to be working under Commander Craze. Was he a commander? I wasn't paying attention. So let's go talk to him. Yeah, that's me. I'm not really asking for special treatment now, am I? So, alright, well, we're going to be working under this guy. He seems like a great person. Tio doesn't like him. I like that. Well, apparently we're heading home, and Gremio, that's how I'm going to pronounce it. I don't know if that's how you do, is waiting for us. So, alright, let's head over there. Nice little bridge, I guess. Nice music. And this is the town of Gregminster. And let's walk right through people. Yeah. Scare off the birds, because we're a general, and screw you. We can do what we want. Nope. And that's Gremio. Now, when I was playing this first as a kid, well, even for a while, I thought Gremio was a girl. I never realized that Gremio was a guy when I first played this game. Simply because the portrait, well, I couldn't really tell too much. And that's thankfully not really a problem with this game. You know, some people don't like that. Ooh, you can't really tell if they're a guy or a girl in the game that they're playing. It doesn't really bother me, but this one I could never tell with Gremio. And, well, I always thought it was a girl because of how Gremio acts. As you'll see when we play the game, Gremio acts kind of weird. So, alright, well, there I left. Now, before I go forward or talk to anybody, I'm going to talk about something you could do right now. There is a little side quest. I don't really want to say side quest, but there's something you could do. I'll go show you. If you leave the town right now at this specific time, there is a mountain pass that you can go through to get to a village. And if you get there, you can get an item, a rune, the magic items, that you can equip on people. And I think right now if you do it, you'll earn double experience. I'm not going to do that because I don't really want to because, well, first, it'll take away the challenge early game because you'll get all these levels. And, well, it's aggravating trying to get those levels early on because the monsters can be tough solo because, well, we're level 1 and we're not expected to go outside yet by ourselves. So I'm not going to do that. But I will tell you when we get to that town, like, hey, you could have gone here. So do remember that later. And apparently this is The sightseer Cleo. Apparently she's now white. And actually got mad at us for going into her room. That's surprising. Hey, let's check out her diary. Oh, she won't even let us look at it. Alright, let's go ahead in here. What's up, dude? And pawn. Maybe he owns a pawn shop. Oh, I love that sound. You can, boing. Could make a vulgar statement right now, but I don't think I'm gonna. Talk with your fist. Apparently this guy's a bully. Hi, I'm the young master. I can do whatever I want. What's up, Gremio? Oh, the most important step, huh? Well, then let's just tickle him. Yeah, see how I said tickle him? I never noticed that either when I was a kid. Yeah, apparently I don't know how to read very well. Alright, let's head upstairs. Apparently Ted's waiting for us. Whoa, slow down there. Yeah, we did. We met the Emperor. Apparently he's pretty interested in that. Alright, we got a new party member. Ted, yay! So you can go to your menu and... Yep, there's Ted. Well, not a big deal. Okay, so yeah, here's our room. And he wants to join... Well, you already did. It said you already joined our entourage. Apparently he's been adopted. Alright. How can we refuse that? Sure, why not? Well, she wasn't really that beautiful. At least I didn't think so. Apparently she looks like the Lady Claudia, whatever they said. I'm sure you will one day. Guy like you, girl like her. But I have a crush on her. Oh, sure, I guess I can keep a secret. Alright, let's have some tickle stew. And, alright, no one really says anything interesting. They're just like, go take your seat. So, let's go have a seat. Yeah, he's traveling north. Alright, we're partying time. He's leaving. Dad's leaving. Oh, they'll give me their full support. Don't worry, Dad. Oop. Kind of went through that kind of quick. Now, see, they don't really talk about it a whole lot in this game, but they say, Gremio, like, you've taken care of Tyr his whole life. So, Gremio to me is kind of like, well, he's a bodyguard, or kind of like a helper around the house, I guess. Basically a servant. But, like, Cleo and Pawn, they never really talk about it. They're just like, yeah, like, I'm just, help and protect him, Oh, how long have they been here? How long have they known him? And they act like they've known him for, quite a while, and they've worked with him. But Ted, they talk about right here is, well, he's been a good friend. And while they act like he's a new kid, well, because he is. Yeah, let's have some drink. To the dark side of the Force. Oh no, my colors, what happened? No, okay. We got color again. Just well, I was going to say flashback. It's not a flashback. It's a dream. Or we're sleeping. Yeah, I'm sure we'll meet again. Yep. Gremio will take good care of me. Now, just like any good RPG, we have to be sleeping in. And we have to be woken up, I would say, by our mother, but it's pretty much who it is. Yeah, our dad already left. That's interesting. Most RPGs, you have a mother, but you don't have a father. But in this one, we have a father, but I don't think they ever say anything about a mother. So, alright, well, we have to go talk to Commander Craze and find out about our job. So stick around. Next time, we'll find out what we got to do. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.